So it is. I should start driving. I forgot to put the intro bloody thingy up. Yeah, it is. It is.
I haven't seen anything to check because I don't know what this is.
I can still do the intro page. Oh, Robert's on board. G'day, Robert. Me too. Up here, Harvey Bay. Yep. No, of course not. No echo. No echo. It is. I'll let this music run out in about 3, 2, 1, and welcome to Driving Live Australia. Oh, what are we doing? We're driving top down. So if you have a look on the 360 camera, you'll see I'm don't get in, and I've been told not to get wet. Well, you know, that's the best thing. The best thing with a convertible is I've got the choice. Now this thing's running rough today. For some reason it likes to start running on like 3 cylinders. So, but I think it just needs a good run. I don't know. Or maybe it needs a new engine. Anyway, Robert, how are you, buddy? Good to have you on board already. Nice and quick. We've hit double digits already. So it is Saturday afternoon here, or maybe it's Friday night in America. But I'm just going to skirt. I was going to drive around what you would do if you were driving around in a convertible, which is probably drive near the ocean. So drive around. So only about 10 minutes from where I hang out is the beaches, so we'll just cruise up. Shame Terry's not around. He's up the range, but I'd be going near his place, but he's not here. But if you're listening and lurking, which he could very well be. Oh, that's better. I just downshifted and it popped back onto 4 cylinders. Anyway, we're in the Eos today, the little hardtop convertible. Oh no, that's still on 3. Oh, I thought it'll clear up and then it'll drive great. We just got to get. Well, we'll make sure it's not me. I think all my stuff's turned down. Is it me? What do I need to turn down? Yeah, I don't know what I need to change. No, I don't think so. Was it? There you go. Good, because it wasn't me, but it's so much better now with you, Max, that there's no echo. But I can hear. But you're right, I think I can hear 30-second delay as well. Alrighty, so we are starting off in the Virginia area. So near Mr. Cow. Oh, listen to this. Now it's on 4 again. Oh no, and then it just went back to 3. Oh man. Oh, we'll find out. No, it's a problem. Yeah. No. This car's a 4-cylinder. It's not a Yaris GR. It's supposed to run on 4. But for some reason, it starts misfiring and we haven't diagnosed the problem yet. But I can clear it. I can clear the problem on my little ECU thing and then it comes back. So I'm trying to diagnose if it's a plug, like a coil-on plug, or maybe spark plugs or whatever, but the misfire keeps moving. So I don't think it's one coil. That's what I've got. I've literally got that plugged right now, and it just comes up with misfires. So, but then then if I hit clear codes, sometimes it clears, sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, I'm sure we'll have some. Oh, look, there you go. I just cleared the codes, and now it's running on 7. Sorry, 7. Like, oh no, it's not. I thought it cleared, but it didn't. That is true. Geez, the car's parked on the side of the road. They're a bit close to the road. Anyway, we're going to make our way to Sandgate. Yeah, so again, just before I left home, I saw that Daniel Shaw was up north near the Hervey Bay, Gin area, chasing storms, or I think he might even look at having a storm chase him. Well, I tell you what, we're not going to finish our stream in Hervey Bay tonight. How's that? Or Bundaberg. Oh, there you go. So we'll do that. We'll do this on behalf of Max, sitting down there in Sydney at the moment. We'll cruise around the edge of the water. Oh, that's a shame. It was. I thought you said clinging. It sounded like you said because he's got something in his mouth. Oh, 4 cylinders. Oh, 4 cylinders. Oh, it's so good. 4 working cylinders and a turbo. When it works, it's good. Oh, who knows? It's not the battery terminal, trust me, I know that one. I've already had the bonnet open today, having a look around. The thing is, the problem with this car is I share it with somebody else. And whenever you share a car, you never get it back the same way that you give it. So now I'm just saying, that's just what it is. Like I always leave it clean and tidy with nothing in it. And then I usually get it back and there's like t-shirts and hats and it needs oil or it needs something. Like, I'll tell you what though, or the check engine light's on. Try to. Stu's in the house, AWOL Stu. He's loving the 360. Stu, how well do you know the Sandgate, Redcliffe, Deception Bay area? Because we'll skirt around the coast, we'll skirt around Moreton Bay. There you go, I shifted gears and it went from 4 cylinders back to 3. And then back to 4. So, well, we did pick this car up pretty cheap. It's been bashed up a bit. It was owned by, is it cliche if I tell you that it was a lady Asian driver used to have it, and well, I'm just saying, the previous owner of this car was an Asian lady driver, and it's quite dinged up. It's got a lot of dents in it. It's been hit. It's been driven into the gutter and all sorts of carry on. So, but I thought it would be a good project car. It's all right, Max. Nobody can hear what you're saying. I'm the one that's going to get crucified for being sexist, even though I'm not. I just stated that we bought this car off a. I'd be crucified for being racist too by saying it was a lady Asian driver. And we picked this car up for very cheap because it was all dented up. It had 22 check engine problems on the dashboard, check engine light on, all sorts of carry on. So we were able to talk, obviously get the price down to, but the thing we bought the car for was its working electric roof. So it's a hardtop convertible and it's electric, and this one works. So, say again? Oh, yeah, oh, like I said, 22 check engine faults, like 22 faults when we went and had a look at the car. And then it all came down to about 4 major faults and then a bunch of subsidiary faults. So, but it's still got some gremlins, which it's a Volkswagen Eos, and it's running on three again. Anyway, there's some detours and some road closures and stuff around Sandgate for some reason. I'm going to go straight. Junior is on board. Oh, just look at him. Second message is car joke. I do need, you know what, I'm going to spend some time at home tonight. I will, because I'll be basically packing and all sorts for Monday, because I'll be streaming again on Monday and heading north in a Hilux up to, where am I going? I'll go this way, I'll go straight. Billawheeler. So I'm going back to Billawheeler. I got to finish my job while I was up there for a couple of weeks ago. I've got to go back to Billawheeler and continue on the rail corridor. I've got about 14 level crossings to go. Right, so we're just coming in towards Brownsea, which is... Actually, I can mute. I might mute. I'll tell you, Max and Henry, you know what? When I'm chatting to the stream, I'm just going to mute my microphone so I don't hassle you guys. There you go. And then when I want to talk, I'll switch it on. Now that I know the switch works. All right, there you go. So they'll hear me. My moderators are listening to me, but they won't hear me until they hear me talk about stuff on the channel. Anyway. Oh, speed bumps. Alrighty, so this is Brownsea, or the southern end of Sandgate, Shorncliffe area, where one of the creeks comes out from Brisbane out through into Moreton Bay, just here. So I'll go for a little cruise. So today will be all about just driving in and around the water and the beaches. So if you look across the water, you can see the Port of Brisbane, and the airport's out that way too. So there's a little jetty here. No, I just told you guys I was turning my microphone off so that you guys couldn't hear me. Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't? Can't you hear me talking on the? Can't you hear me talking on the stream? No, but I can. Okay, so. So what I'm saying? What? What's the test? Right, so I'm going to switch my mic off. Yeah, of course I can. Yes, yes. So if you guys ask me a question, I can turn my mic back on to you guys and talk to you live, so you don't have to wait 20 seconds to hear me in delay. Anyway, whilst my moderators are mucking around with Discord in my ear, Max has just got the same single-sided headset that I've got, Audio Technica. Like I said, I call it the telemarketer's headset. So we'll just cruise around now to Shorncliffe Pier. Oh. So I've just turned my mic back on to talk to you guys again. Okay, and yeah, good. And now I'm going to turn it back off again. And I'm going to continue talking on the stream to all the people on the stream out there like Junior and Stu and Max. Exactly. So what I'm going to do is duck down here to the Shorncliffe Pier, which will probably be quite popular this time of day. And I might actually just shut the engine off quickly and turn it back on just to see if that might help clear this intermittent electronic issue. There's a couple of parks down here. Usually it's hard to get car parking down here because it's so popular. But, I mean, there's always cars circulating through, coming in and out, so. There we go. Shorncliffe Pier. Come on, come through. Told you to go through, jeepers. People are so stupid. I'll nose in just here so we can have a decent little look. But you can see straight across to Redcliffe. Putt, 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 putt. Let's just shut the engine down for a sec. I might do another reset. Anyway, we won't hang out here for too long. Just time to see if we can clear the code again. We'll start the car up and see how it goes. But anyway, nice little area. I've spent plenty of time down here. This is the opposite end of Sandgate or Sandgate Park Run, so which starts 2.5 k's to the west and then runs this way. Anyway. Going? You backing up or what? So I'm waiting for this BMW X5 driver to go wherever she's going. Where are you going? She was going to reverse park into a spot. Now she's changed her mind. Because that's a... There you go. Alright, so the... haven't been able to manage to clear the engine code 3-cylinder thingy at the moment, which is a bit of a shame, but hey. Oh, anyway, this will be a test. We've got to go up a steep hill on 3/4 power. And there's a... Hurry up, Pathfinder. Hurry up. Yeah, now I'm stuck on a hill because this person had plenty of time to go. Wow, come on. Oh, it's that lady again that was... Wow, terrible driver. She's just constantly in the way. Downstairs before, there was like a one-way and I was waiting for her to come past and she just stopped. She's got like no situational awareness of traffic. Anyway, I'm being requested. Yes, mate. Yeah, well, go-kart. Yeah, because most go-karts only have one cylinder. So this thing's gonna have to... Normally I'm pretty good at diagnosing car issues. But anyway, don't worry about what it sounds like. Let's just cruise around the coastline, get some good footage of the coast around the North Brisbane suburbs, the Moreton Bay area, and yeah, Junior, of course you can't hear their conversations. If you don't want to hear Hannah's conversations, he swears heaps in my ear. Well, anyway, we can't go into Sandgate proper because they've shut it all down for some reason. So we'll have to skirt around the road closure and come back out on the other side. All right, so yep, Junior was just saying, yes. Junior did say, oh, we can't hear the conversation in the background. Yeah, that's correct. That's the way we're gonna have it. So my moderators are in my ear just to let me know if there's any issues, dramas, queries, problems. They can feed me information. Oh, look at this guy, look at this gentleman. There we go, thank you very much, Mr. Mazda. Let me out. What a nice fella. So yeah, very old area, Sandgate, Shorncliffe area. A lot of old money, a lot of older people live this part of the part of town. So nothing's coming, no cars. Oh, damn! I did not see that big pothole. Yes, interesting that this car's had some intermittent problems since I first got it. And it would just, every now and then, it'll just do this or do that. It'd just have this electronic issue. I'd clear the codes and it'd be okay again. But it seems a lot worse right now. Yep, so Max was just saying in my ear, looks like there's a lot of Queenslanders around here that have been modernised, which is absolutely true. Especially with some, you know, since like 2011 floods and then 2022. The 2022 floods were really bad just here because I live 5 minutes away in Boondall. And what a lot of the older 100-year-old Queenslanders, they've actually, because they're beautiful houses, they just raised them. They've lifted a lot of them. So yeah, so that's what they've done. Saved a lot of the houses by just raising them up, and then building a lot bigger underneath area and less prone to flooding. Less flown to flooding. Less flown to flooding. I don't know if that's called dyslexia or not. When you switch some letters around. Yeah, it's a little bit busy through Sandgate this afternoon. Oh, we've got some police action. A couple of police cars on their way somewhere. Can we get across? Yep. All right. Can I turn left up here? I hope so. Why can't we turn left? Shame, I thought I'd be able to turn left there, but anyway. Whatever Sandgate is doing, they're doing it well. Shut down half the streets. Let's see straight. I don't think I've ever driven down this, but seems to be the right place to go. So yes, that's a good idea. Let's see if the mods can work out what's happening in Sandgate at the moment. I might after the stream pop back and see what's going on myself. It might be something exciting. Oh, the codes. What are the codes, Junior? That's a good question. Yeah, it could just be a sensor. It could, you know what it could be? It could be like the mass airflow sensor or something like that. So that's all. But there's an EPC light on, and I actually don't really know what EPC means for Volkswagens. And then I'm not sure if Audi has the same sort of EPC thing. So yeah, Junior, what about EPC? That's the biggest clue that I can give you. And if I do a clear, so it just cleared the code, and it's cleared it off the dashboard. The EPC light's now off, but it's still running on 3. Oof. Wow. Should have seen the look on the face of the guy in the Corolla. He was turning right in front of me. I was turning right in front of him. I wasn't sure if we were going to go behind each other, or he started turning, so I was like, oh, okay, we're going to go in front of each other. So I just turned in front of him as he turned in front of me. Oh, the look on his eyes were like, whoa. All right, we're back to the water. We'll just turn left here. Thank you very much for staying there. Thank you. Gave her a thumbs up. All right. And so there's a problem with the electronic power control system. What the hell does that even mean? If it said battery, I would know what that is. Oh, really? So I'm being told that it could actually be the mass airflow sensor. Actually, could be. Sardi's all over it too. Look at him go. Go, Sardi. So I've got Sardi, I've got Max and Henry. Well, Maxie's talking about it in my ear. So, but you guys are on the same line. You know what? Mass airflow sensor would kind of make sense too, because I've been used to them in the WRXs. They're intermittent. That's the biggest issue. It's nice when something just breaks and you can diagnose it. Like if a coil on plug was to stop, you can test it, misfire cylinder number 2, and then you change the coil to another cylinder, like 4, and then it comes up with misfire detected on cylinder 4, and you go, oh, it's the coil, cool. And then you replace it and it's fixed. But it's harder to diagnose what the actual issue is, and especially when the fault codes say it could be one of many different things. So then I wonder if like some upper engine cleaner would help fix it, or spraying something into the air inlet might sort of free it up and make it work better. I haven't stopped talking, Max. I put it on mute. All right, Lay, if you're on the chat, let me know if you can hear me 5x5. Again, I think it's a Max thing. I think it's a... See, was I ever gone? Kel61, how you doing? See, Sardi's all going online mechanic and diagnosing from afar. I don't even know where you are today, Sardi. What state are you in? What city are you in? Something tells me you're not near Shorncliffe or Sandgate, or we're currently at Brighton. Yeah, so everything, I'm going to say, Sardi, everything you said is what Max said in my ear. I reckon you guys are reading from the same Google search. That's what I reckon. All right, what do we got? All right, let's go. At least it's still got the same power as a 4-cylinder. 3 cylinders with a turbo equals 4 cylinders. It just sounds like what does it sound like? A go-kart, Henry. Henry thinks it sounds like a go-kart. So, but anyway, as long as we're getting good video footage, I think that's the most important thing. And as long as you guys can hear me on the stream over the crappy exhaust. I mean, it's a good exhaust when it's running on 4. Anyway, it's definitely something that's gotten progressively worse since we picked the car up a year or so ago. Oh look, it's a fellow convertible driver, the The BMW Z3, Z4, Z4. Well, there we go. I just did a code clear and it's popped back on all 4 cylinders. Let's go say hello to the BMW convertible. I might just put my window up. Camo hat on too. Oh, it runs so good when it's running on all 4 cylinders. So nice. Yes, thanks, Cal. 5x5. And it seems to like running at higher RPM. Let's put all my windows up. So roof is still off, but all the windows are up. And it makes it like a little cocoon inside the cockpit here. So audio should be pretty good. Not too much wind noise. I can still wave at the camera, hello, as we come across the Horton Highway Bridge. So we came this way 2 streams ago when we were chasing the Storm Chaser. Actually, I'm gonna have to fix the thumbnail up for that one. Oh, we got a green light, so it should be good timing. So we'll just hug the water here around Moreton Bay. Oh, just missed the green. So Henry thinks it's last stream, but I did a stream yesterday morning on the way to the Gold Coast. So that would be the last stream, wouldn't it? Yep, so 2 streams ago was when we were chasing Daniel Shaw. That is correct, so. Oh, it was running on 4 and then it just went back to 3. We've just on the north side of Hornybrook Bridge, so we're actually turning right along the esplanade, along the water. We're gonna stick to the water. Oh, see, it's being very intermittent now, so but it's definitely I reckon it seems to be like maybe something when I'm doing the throttle, so maybe it could be, I don't know if it's the throttle, throttle body itself, electronic throttle body, could be. Anyway, I think everything just needs a good clean to start with. You want to try and diagnose these issues with the things that cost nothing to start with. I learned that the hard way with my WRX a bunch of years ago when it stopped driving and I thought it was the fuel pump. So on the side of the road, I went and bought a new fuel pump. It was $400, and then I come back, I had to lift the back seat out. I had to fix had to pull the fuel pump out. My fuel tank was like half full, so that's always fun. And then I put it all in, and it still wouldn't start. And then I found out it was a 50-cent fuse, and that's all it was. A 50-cent fuse is what stopped the fuel pump from running. And if I'd have known that, I could have had it fixed in a lot cheaper, $400 cheaper. All right, so you can, oh, see, come on. There we go, so it's intermittent, what's that, Ferrari? Oh, Lambo, hello Lambo. Black Lamborghini Gallardo, I believe. Black Lamborghini Gallardo. So we're coming up to where we caught up with Daniel Shaw the other day. But that's why you want to go through and do your engine diagnosis with the cheapest stuff first. So if you can just pull stuff out and clean it and it works, it might get you another 6 months, 12 months out of a piece of equipment. So we don't know why the Mondeo in front of us has their right-hand indicator on. But Saturday afternoon over by the water, oh, there they go, they've realised it. So the car park to our right now is where we caught up with Daniel Shaw 2 days ago, but he's already up in the Bundaberg area, chasing more storms up that way. So it was a quick, brief little catch up, but it was nice to meet him face to face quickly. So, and anybody, well, if anybody that was on his channel decided to become a member of this channel, a subscriber of this channel, thank you, I appreciate it, but you're probably not watching this one, you're probably over there watching him right now. Unless you're like Judy from Skipton, Victoria, who likes to have a few windows open and watch a few things. All right, always a bit of a black spot intersection, this one. I mean, it's really not that hard to negotiate, but for some reason, people have trouble giving way. And then there's, yeah, multitasking, but yeah, paddle shifters are fun. That's why I've retrofitted it on 2 of my cars. So, yep, you turn left. We're going to go one more roundabout and then we're going to turn left. Past the iconic, well, here you go. So Max was talking about dwellings that were lifted up. The Belvedere just to my left here, that has all been lifted up and they've created a second story underneath it. So all of that, they've raised up, took them ages. They raised it all up, they re-renovated it and they've made it double story over, just not pretty recently, like a year ago. Some more development going on up here, overlooking the water. Come on. What are you guys waiting for? Come on, mate. What are you waiting for? It's like this guy's running on 3 cylinders as well. Maxie's just saying all this was like farmland last time he was around. Yeah. So if you look out to the right-hand side, you'll be able to see through the trees. You'll be able to see the ocean. So we're doing 30 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone because the Colorado driver in front of me is just doesn't care about anybody else. Doesn't worry about putting anybody else out. But you know what? We're not in. Are we buffering? Is that what you're saying? Humpy bong. There you go. Cal 6 is all over it. All right, so we probably got some internet. I'm on the 5G today, so I'm going to pull over just quickly because I don't like the guy I've been following. He's frustrating me. Let's see if this. Let's see if we can bring this back to us. I'll have a quick look at what All right, we should be popping back into view. I don't know. Maybe if I put this antenna maybe up a little higher, maybe up here. Let's do that. Let's see if that makes any difference. Also, let's shut down my YouTube. Right, let's, yep. Yeah, right, so I've got good signal right here. Yep, I can see that. Yep. Well, the other thing is too, I cannot put the Starlink dish on this car because this car is either glass or aluminium. It doesn't magnetize to anything except for the bonnet, and I'm not putting it on the bonnet. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. It's just disgusting looking, having something. Plus, it gets hot, so I'm not putting it on the bonnet. Well, the thing is, my Starlink dish is sitting on my back seat. Do you think it's being impeded there? You couldn't see. You can. No. It's here. I've got it with me, but I don't have it on. Because if 5G just crapped itself, I just turned it on just in case. So, and you can see it because you can move the camera around and you can check out the interior and you can see it sitting. Well, actually, no. Oh, my bad. The front seat's in the way, so you can't see it. What for? If only. Oh, okay. We're being funny. All right, so I can just continue to go because it might have been just a 5G issue in that one spot. So, oh, look at that. I just hit clear codes and it just cleared back up to 4 cylinders right now. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this car is so good when it's running properly. Anyway, where is my stream? Oh, I shut it down, didn't I? Here we go. Oh, another speed bump. What do you call it? Pothole, that's the one. All right, so obviously the 360 camera means that you can look out to the left and the right. You can check out the view towards, I can't even see Morton Island. I can see a German Shepherd. Cannot even see Morton Island today. It is so, hey, oh, I can just see the outline of its horizon. It's super hazy. I can barely make out the big sand dunes on Morton Island that you can see from the mainland. Oh, I saw that pothole. All right, so we're here at Sutton's Beach. We'll just cruise through the Sutton's Beach car park. Oh, Malachi's here. G'day, buddy. How are you? Try not to hit any little Indian pickaninnies. His car's a little low. Doesn't like the big speed bumps. Actually, you know what? Nobody likes big speed bumps. Big speed bumps are, oh, look at the little Mercedes. It might be the CTC version. It is, CLC, sorry, CLC 200. That's like the fresher, newer version of the one that we've got for our trade up project, which we're gonna. So Saturday nights out here can tend to be like once a month they do a bit of a car meet here and people go for a cruise and check out each other's cars. There's some, I'd say he's homeless, but he's got an Audi. No, you're not homeless when you've got a car. Sutton's Beach, here we go. This is the end of the car park for Sutton's Beach. You got your boardwalk there on the left. You got your little pavilions and stuff. So it's quite nice around here. It is Sutton's Beach. With the bin chicken. Hello, bin chicken. Alrighty. Everything seems to be working at the moment, including, dare I say it, touch wood. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that little Mercedes on the left there. The CLC 200 compressor. It'd be nice to have a look on the inside of it to check out how much upgraded it is to the one that the channel has that we're going to trade up. It'll be interesting to see what will be on offer to trade for. Mazda. All right, now we're going to head up towards Redcliffe. Up the hill. Oh, here we go. Look, there's even a sign there for us. So Cal 6 is saying, you missed your 2001 VX Berliner. I get it, I get it. Not that I'll never own a Commodore. I'll put my hand on my heart and say I will never own a Commodore. I'm definitely a Ford guy. I'd much rather own a, I don't know, what's a bad car? You gonna pull out in front of me? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? She didn't even look. She didn't even look. She's pulled out. And then she laughs about it as if it's, no problem. Oh, no, it's all good. And this is the types of people who drive amongst us. Oh, so what would I would rather own a Leyland P76 over a Commodore. How's that? Anyway, that's just me, because that's my opinion. But I was sad. I was sad when Holden shut down building cars in Australia. I was sad when Ford shut down building cars in Australia. I know Valiant, like Chrysler, did as well. But oh, check out the Tesla. It's Joel's Tesla. Need sunglasses to look at that. Redcliffe. The Como, the big hotel on the left here. So there's a car park area down to the right. And they've knocked this building. So the building was right in front of me is now demolished. It is gone. Wow. That is gone. So there used to be building all there, but that's going to get redeveloped. Obviously, they've started on that. All the containers up there for the side offices and everything. All right. Well, Maxie's saying that Redcliffe didn't look anything like this, and it does constantly change. That's progress, I guess. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not so. So, anyway, we're going to head down the hill now towards the jetty. It's a nice and slow through here. Got to be careful of the pedestrians just crossing the road here. It's basically a shared zone. Well, look, there you go. The sign that says shared zone. And ultimately, pedestrians have the right of way. You won't be able to drive through here tomorrow morning. Every Sunday morning, they have markets all through here. So, and quite often, BG Lane to the left as well. So, if you didn't know, the famous band from the 70s and 80s, the Bee Gees, originated from here. So they've got a memorial lane where you can go in there and read up all about them and listen to some of their music and get your photo with the statues of them. So, which is pretty cool. I come riding down through here on a Sunday morning regularly, and yeah, you usually can't ride this section because it's shut off for markets. So you ride the back street and then you come back on at this roundabout here. So I'll do basically a little bit of the road that I ride on when I come for a ride. So Stu, are you enjoying the 360 view? How cool is it that you can just move your phone around and you can move the vision around 360 degrees? Honestly, well, it's 360 degrees in 3 dimensions. So check out, oh, here comes all the little bikers, all the little Lambs approved bikers. I was one. I was a Lambs approved biker back in the day. Actually, I wasn't, because there was no such thing as Lambs when I had my learners. But I had to start on 250 and under for a year before I could graduate to my big license, my big boy license. Grant Street. Have I passed it already? A family member of mine used to live on Stephen Street back there, so I used to hang out here quite a bit actually. So we can't quite, so Queens Beach is down on the right. We can't get down there just at the moment because it's there's no road down there. This is as close we get. So these houses and that on my right have like nice waterfront views. Sardi, so you got the 75 inch. Well, you're beating me by 10 inches, mate. Oh, this thing had been cruising around on 4 cylinders until just now. Come back to me, come back to me. And if I do a diagnosis on it, it'll say misfiring on different cylinders. Anyway, I don't think it's a cylinder issue. I'm starting to think it's a, I reckon throttle body first. Not throttle body, mass airflow sensor. But I'll clean the throttle body. I'll do like an upper engine clean and see how that goes. Actually, these engines are really known for bad carbon deposits. Actually, bad carbon deposits on the backs of the inlet valves. That's what these things are renowned for, having the direct injection. Oh, and I just made it onto the roundabout before the Colorado. So an upper engine clean would be good for it. It's definitely, because it's intermittent, the word sensor comes to mind. Can I go that way? Oh, actually I could. I'm going to try and duck back down to the waterfront. Sardi's enjoying the view on his 75 inch, using his remote control to spin his view around. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I think it's cool. I go back and I re-watch the streams to check it out, see if I could do anything better or different or whatever. And I enjoy being able to use the remote control on the TV, same as what Maxie's doing at home. Oh, it's good to see a Michael Jordan 23 Chicago Bulls singlet being worn by a young fella. I don't even know if he'd even know who Michael Jordan is. Or maybe he's got a good dad that sort of, give him some cultural training. All right, we're driving through Scarborough now, which they've built up and gentrified over the last sort of 10, 15 years. Brought it up into a sort of a nice area to want to live. We'll just cruise through here, the little coffee district. A couple of little restaurants and cafes through here. I'll just gently putt through here whilst the car's running a little rough. But anyway, throttle body. All right, we'll give it a clean, Sardi. We'll give it a clean. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some work on my XD Falcon tomorrow because it's developed a leak in the water pump. You know what? The XD Falcon, there's no computers or nothing on that thing. And what happens is I start it up and I see water dripping from underneath it, and I can see straight away it's either from the It's from the water pump, either from the gasket or from the seal. And pretty easy to diagnose that issue. Just want to let everyone know. I'll do a quick channel progression as well as we get. Now we can see across to Moreton Island. Well, not really. The view is a bit crap. I can see across to Bribie Island. It's because it's a bit closer. Oops. Whoops. All right. Let's. We'll go. Welsh plugs. Oh yeah, well, Welsh plugs in the XD, yes, but not this time. I know that's not where it's leaking from this time. Actually, I just did a radiator coolant flush and then put new coolant in it, and it just started leaking out of the XD. So, and I did that a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, I went away and then I come back to see it was leaking. So I haven't been able to drive the XD this time back, but we'll see if we can fix it tomorrow. Anyway. Jamison Park just ahead. The sun's going to be at not the best angle, but you can see the Glasshouse Mountains from here across the water. Maybe not today. Oh, I agree with the zoom, Sardi. I want to zoom in sometimes as well, and I can't do it. So let's go and have a little quick look to the right. Channel progression. We're about to clock up 2,000 watched hours on the channel, which is 2/3 of the way to the 3,000 we need to activate the membership. So that's where we're at the moment. Oh, let's go forwards in here because we can. There you go. So I can just make out some of the Glasshouse Mountains from here. If I'm looking at 12 o'clock across to Bribie Island, the Glasshouse Mountains are at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So, yes, Henry. Yeah, we can hear you. Anyway, how do you, oh, Baby Blue, how are you? How's Louisiana? We are just cruising around. I just thought I would take you guys for a bit of a cruise along the sort of beaches and the waterfronts out here. So I know you've got the, what do you call it? It used to be the Gulf of Mexico, but is it really called the Gulf of America now? If I look on the Google Maps, it literally has Gulf of Mexico and then Gulf of America in brackets. I would have thought by now Trump would have switched it around the other way to make it Gulf of America and then in brackets Gulf of Mexico. But anyway, it's cold there. It's not here. I'm driving around in a convertible here at the moment. Yes, we do have Discord, Cal6. My moderators are on it at the moment, so if you jump on there, I'm sure they'll help you out. It's same name, Driving Live Australia. Let's see if I can clear the codes again. Let's see if that. Oh, look at that! It cleared it up. Let's back into here. Spoken like a true 17-year-old. Henry's talking about, he's playing some game in the background. He's trying to put a blower on a car and he can't. Obviously, he's not doing it in real life. Oh, back on 4 cylinders. Sounds so good on 4. Yeah, Baby Blue. We always grew up with it being the Gulf of Mexico. So people can want to change the names of stuff to, well, I don't know, inflate their egos, but in the end, Suncorp Stadium will always be Lang Park. That's a local joke for us here in Brisbane, Baby Blue. It's one of our sporting arenas. Was always known as Lang Park, even though, you know, you get all these corporates decide to want to change the name because of sponsorship. Oh, actually, this way. There we go. I'm gonna go to the next little car park. It's not a little car park, actually. It's a bigger car park. But again, it's overlooking the water. Actually, there's a boat ramp there, so it's pretty good. Is Barry in the house as well? Aussie Baywatch. G'day, mate. How are you? Good to have you on board. You're up. Oh, actually, you're not far from where Daniel Shaw is. He's up your way at the moment. If you are where I think you are, up near Bundaberg. Thank you, guys. Oh, Christmas shirts are out already. All right. Tempest Seafood Restaurant. That used to be called something else. It used to be a really good seafood restaurant, but I don't eat seafood, so I never went there. Actually, I think I went there once and I had steak, and it was decent steak. Well, it's good to have you guys on board. Just for an afternoon, actually, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I did, and tell me if you guys would have noticed me doing it. I'm going to cruise through the car park nice and slow, so you guys can use the 360 camera to have a look around. I did a live replay. I did a live stream replay a couple of days ago, and I ran it for 23 hours. It was the 12-hour footage of me driving from Bathurst to Quilpie. It would have gone, it would have played twice, almost twice. The only reason why it stopped is because I accidentally unplugged my laptop computer and then went to work. And then I was at work about an hour later and it all shut down. And I was like, I didn't know why. And when I got home, I realized I'd unplugged the wrong plug and I'd unplugged my, my laptop. And, oh my God. Oh, what did I just do? How did that happen? I'm gonna have to pull over really quickly. I accidentally tapped my, have a look at the view. I accidentally tapped my, my windscreen wiper. I have to take my headphones off and and the microphone, and my windscreen wiper detached from the arm. I've never seen that happen before, ever. Give me a sec, people. Wow. All right, so that was fun. Lucky it just came out the way it came out. Anyway, I accidentally hit my my windscreen wiper, and it came up and it hit the suction cap of the 360 camera, and it made the wiper blade come off the wiper arm. Luckily enough, because a lot of times if a wiper arm hits the metal arm hits the windscreen without the wiper blade being on it, it can smash the windscreen. But luckily enough, the wiper blade actually just got caught up underneath it and slid back down. So what it means is I better not use the windscreen wipers at all. I might need to reposition the camera to a spot so the windscreen wiper won't hit it at all. I'm gonna do a double check. I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit. This is why we do this. Find out what can go wrong. This is the first time I've had the camera sitting where it is. So give me 2 seconds. I've repositioned the camera so that if I do use the windscreen wiper, it won't hit it. So it's not right in the middle of the car now like it was before. It's just offset, which is probably okay. You look at my furry face and my long hair whilst I'm doing that. Anyway, that was a lesson that didn't actually end up costing anything, luckily, but I learnt from it very quickly. I've never seen a windscreen wiper blade come off of the arm like that before. So, I might disconnect that for now. Where's my cursor? There it is. Coolios, all right. Where are we at? All right, so hey, look, if you're there and you haven't hit the like button yet, which I hadn't, so I just did, don't drop us. Boat, yeah, those. Oh, look, this is a beautiful area. We're looking almost to the west, so northwest towards the Glasshouse Mountains, which are, well, more to the north, so to my 1 o'clock. So if you look to the front of the car and slightly right, you'll see up in front of the camper van there, the SLR Caravans camper thing. Oh. Anyway, whilst I'm not moving, let's Harvey Bay. Yeah, I was going to say there's a storm heading towards towards you, Barry. What else is going on? I think you should do it again, and it helps with views. Oh yes, so Baby Blue. Yes, we were talking before the windscreen wiper incident. We were talking about the also I just got a moderator in my ear. Yes, Henry. Henry, did you just see what happened? So, where my suction cap for my camera was, I accidentally hit my windscreen wiper, and it came up and it hit it, and it didn't break off. It just detached. So the windscreen wiper blade detached off the arm. So, but I was at a good spot to fix it up. Yeah. So I mean, you could go back like a few minutes. You could move the camera around. I bet you can see it. Actually, you know what? I can do that. Who's doing? Oh, Henry's playing computer games. He's doing burnouts. All right. Yes. So we'll get back to it. So. I'll just see if I can do another clear code because it worked last time. All right, let's start cruising. I'll let these guys behind me go first. We got Mace in his Mercedes, and then we got, I don't know, T8 Mo. I don't know what that number plate means, but that looks like a Navara to me. All right, let's get back to the stream. We'll come around to where the boat ramp is as well and have a little look. Danger. All right, so we've got a channel here. It's really nice just around here. We've got Marine Rescue in front of us. But if you look out to the left, yeah, not a very good day to look at the Glasshouse Mountains. We'll come back another day. Anyway, the boat ramp's down here. We've got the Coast Guard. So yeah, it all happens around here. We've got old mate and his puppy. Actually, he looked a bit like Bobby from Ride Along Gang. Sardi's off. All right, yeah. See you, Sardi. Take care, mate. If I manage to catch you, we'll see you in another stream. Chat on the Discord. You know what? That's actually a Henry thing because Hennes is my Discord legend. I know he's preoccupied with what game are you playing, Hennes? Forza, oh, that's right, you're playing Forza Horizon or whatever the other day. So we've had a question on the chat, which is regards to, do we ever chat on the Discord? Do you mean, I don't know if chat means voice chat or text chat. I don't know. So. Right, so if you're not on our Discord yet, Maxie's put up a link in the Discord with regards to, I'll get off this, and you can jump on our Discord, and yeah, we've got a bunch of channels in there, everything from our trade up project to photos, vehicle photography, as well as sort of general photography, general chat, and Max will be hanging around there at the moment because Hannah's is too busy playing computer games. He's not even watching the stream. He's talking to us on Discord, and he's talking to us on Discord, but he's playing a computer game and not even watching the stream. What sort of moderator are you, Henry? I'll give him 20 seconds before he hears me say that on the stream. Unless, of course, he's turned it down and he actually can't hear me. But I'll find out, won't I? Alrighty. Max is awesome. Max is a go-to. All right, let's turn. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go straight. I don't go this way very often. I don't even know what's along here. I never come along here. I don't think I've ever been along here. And if I have, I've forgotten. Cal6, yeah, voice chat. So I'll tell you what I use Discord for. I use Discord for all the other stuff, but the voice chat is just at the moment for me and my moderators to chat to me. So if anything goes wrong, like if the screen freezes or if my microphone drops out or whatever, they can tell me on the Discord. If the internet drops out, well then they can't tell me because obviously Discord is connected through the internet. So if I lose internet, I lose them on the Discord. That's when the Max will try and call me. Some nice big houses around here. Well, there you go. That's what's around here, just nice big houses. And we'll head back out towards the road that's going to take us to Newport. Over near where Tezza lives, but he's not here at the moment. Hopefully he's lurking. Yeah, so there is a general chat line in there. So maybe you can jump on and have a chat to Max. I don't know how Henry wants to run the Discord, and I don't think he's quite interested at the moment. He'll be interested again another day. But it's mainly so that we can chat amongst ourselves and yeah, Max is all over it, just saying that these places are worth a fair bit, which they are. Oh, all right, yep. Yep. Might just pull over again quickly. In amongst all these palm trees because it's pretty. Just gonna pull up here. I had a minor malfunction. Oh yeah. Because this car's running quite rough at the moment, there's a little piece of trim that fell out. I'll stick it back up where it needs to go. Yeah, a piece of trim fell out of the. It's where the lights and the and everything are in the windscreen. You know, at the top of the windscreen where your rear view mirror is. All there's like it's a convertible, so there's interior lights and there's buttons and all that sort of stuff. The speaker for your car stereo and all that. It's all there, and the little trim piece fell out with the light things. So anyway, that's because the car's running so rough, it vibrated out. It's just a piece that needs to get put back in better. My I reckon Apple knows when you're out of what do you call it? Apple knows when you're out of contract because they slow your phone down. I swear that's what's going on. And I know that yeah, we'll talk about that later. Let's I might wait till this car goes. Come on, Honda. Alrighty, so let's head towards Newport. Wow, it's like it's getting worse. Alright, where's... Yeah, my phone's being a doofus. What's Stu chatting about now? Yes, the car is rattling itself to pieces. So we're going to make our way over towards Deception Bay. I haven't been to Deception Bay. Not properly, not near the water, not for a while. Heading up to D Bay, yes, Cal 6, absolutely. Maxie was just saying that the car sounds like his kneecaps, his ultra old kneecaps. Stu's talking about Rangy, about the Range Rover, is that right? An 82, 81, 84, something like that. It's difficult for me to read the chat. So I just sort of glance at it and see if there's anything major going on. There is a back way to Redcliffe Airport. Let's go the back way. Not at Deception Bay just yet, but we're going to cruise through the back roads, and I've never really been past the shops just here at Newport, so I don't really know what's here, but I'm just going to chuck the map up, get myself a bit of right, so I can keep cruising up this way, then turn left, and then it should take me to Nathan Road, which is near the airport. We can go that way. Unfortunately, I don't think there is any kind of view of the water from that way, but there's only one way to find out. Let's go check it out. So yeah, this is all, wow. So menu log's shut down, DoorDash is shut down. So basically what's happened, has come out in the news recently, is that all of our run around eating, you know, for all the, I say the lazy people, because I've never used Uber Eats in my life, or DoorDash, or I've never used it in my life, and I hope to never. And if something's worth getting, it's, in my belief, it's worth going and getting it. So anyway. In Australia, we've lost all but two. We've lost all but two. Well, yeah, probably, because I think we're okay here. There you go. I think everything should come with an on-off button that's not an on-off button, it's just a reset button. You just press it and it just goes reset, and then anything that didn't work works again. Like OBS doesn't have one, and I've had to, when I had the bad settings, yes. So back on the left earlier, there was a park. That's where Park Run is here. Park Run. I'm going to duck down here, see if I can get a good view of the airport, of the air like that. Oh, I don't know what sort of views down here. No, this is Redcliffe Aerodrome. Oh, there's even a toilet here. Did they? Oh, okay. Maxie's just talking in my ear saying that OPN did a stream here. Okay. This is Redcliffe Airport, just here. Yep. So you can't see any water. You can't look out. If we went up, we put a drone up, you'd be able to see Deception Bay directly in front of us. But that's not going to happen. Right. Before the what, Henry? Before the kiddie centre? What kids channel? What kids channel? Ah. I don't even know about it, and it's nothing that's doesn't interest me. Why? Why should it, Henry? It's not a good enough reason. If parents aren't going to look after their own kids as well as it used to happen 20, 30 years ago, it's not my job. Anyway, let's not get into social politics. Let's head towards Deception Bay. There's not a lot of water you can see between the airport and around to Deception Bay, so we'll make our way. Oh. Yes, Deception Bay is a part of Moreton Bay. How long are you going for, Max? How long have we been? That's a good question. Now my car doesn't even want to change gears. There we go. Okay, so nearly, so over an hour and a half, that's cool. So one thing I do want to do for those that are out there watching the channel at the moment is, oh, my phone is not good, is do a bunch of 360-degree clips, like streams, like 2 hours here, 3 hours here, whatever. I'm going to put them all together, and then I think that's a good way of doing another live replay. I plan on doing live replays in between actual live streams, just to help the channel build hours, attract a few more subscribers as well, would be nice. Now that we've just hit 1K subscribers on the channel, it's taken 7 months of, well, I can't say it's taken 7 months of hard work. It's taken 4 months of trying to understand what I want to do and sort of work out how to do it. And then it's taken about 3 months of actually doing a lot of streaming, a lot more streaming. And like Maxie just said, working on the brand as well. Oh, it's running so rough. Oh. I'm definitely going to try to diagnose what's wrong with this car tomorrow. It's never been this bad before, and it's definitely getting worse. So yeah, so we'll go to Deception Bay, and then the next, if we were to continue following Deception Bay around, you kind of got to go all the way to Caboolture and then east out to Beachmere, and go to the water out that way. So, which is a long drive. We're not going to do that drive this afternoon. Maybe after I've diagnosed what's wrong with this Eos, we'll go and do it. We'll go do that drive. We'll do like a part 2. I might call this one, I don't know, whatever I decide to call this one. It can be part 1, and then I can go do part 2, which will involve the northern side of Deception Bay from Beachmere, as well as Bribie Island. So we'll go do that. All right, so the plan is to get up to Deception Bay without using the main road, which I think I can do. I just need to do a right turn here. I'll go now, while I still have some momentum. So I think if I go all the way to the end, so this is all like the suburbs, all the rabbit warrens. But if I go up here and go left, should be able to skirt around and get to Deception Bay without using the main road, which would be interesting. Not something I've done before. Oh, there's some nice houses just here. Big house there. It probably overlooks the water. I think the water is just past these houses on my right. Yes, it is. Actually, there's a big chunk of land out there too, but... So I might turn my air conditioning on and just see if I can... cool. Maybe I just need to cool my phone down. Maybe it's a bit hot. So I'm going to do right turn at the end, then a left turn, and then another right turn. Alrighty, around to the left. Boama Park. I don't think I've ever been here before, and I grew up near here. So I don't mind this streaming stuff. I get to be an adventurer around my own neck of the woods. And then turn, yep, and then turn right here. Nothing coming, no. Oh, and if I turn right here, hopefully we'll get close to the water. I'm not sure how close, but we'll find out. The northern end of Boama Park. Actually, you know what? I have run through the park here before. I remember that. I've run through here before, along this path, but I've never driven around here. So it's new for me. There you go, some more homeless people living in tents. So there is water just off to the to the right. Oh, there's a lot of, I don't know, some sort of garden or trinkets or something in the bush. So I'll just have to go up to the end here and then sort of turn back inland a little bit, and then we can get back out, and we should get right on the water at Deception Bay. So yeah, we'll do about 2 hours, and which we're closing in on, and it doesn't have to be exactly, but and what happens is once I do the live replays, I can link a whole bunch of these smaller ones together and play them. You should do that, mate. Yep, so there's the water, there's the bay, Moreton Bay. All right, so how far can I go down here? Sun's in my eyes. Alright. Oh, I probably should have turned back there. Oh well, I'll do a U-turn. I'm gonna do a U-turn. Where I'm legally allowed to, which is just here where the dash lines are. No traffic coming. Turning here. And then I'm just trying to see if I can actually drive. There's a big word across there. I can't see if there's a road that goes out through there. Because there's words across the map. No, I don't think I can get across. I think I have to turn left here and then go out to the main road. I don't think you can get around. I think there's a canal in the way. And the worst thing about the main road here is I have to go left. I can't turn right, which is where I want to go. All right, well, good to know. Now there's heaps of traffic and I've got hardly any power. Wow. So much traffic. All right, finally. At least we can do a U-turn up here, legally. Yeah, it's busy. That's painful. Wow. Oh. Stay green. Oh, man. Alright, so somebody quite new to the channel is Prulcan. I don't know what Prulcan means. Is that a name? I don't know. I've never heard it before. I don't know. Prulcan. But yeah, for your first time, if you're still here, first time seeing 360, yeah, it is kind of weird and crazy and strange, but good when you know how to use it. Depends what you're watching it on, whether you're watching it on a phone, an iPad, a computer, or your TV. You can interact with it similarly but different with all of those mediums. So, but it's good to have you back. I remember you jumped in the other day. And whereabouts in Europe? And now we got to get ready to go. And make a racket. But if we can survive 2 hours of driving around in this jalopy, come on, Green Arrow. Yeah, we all get distracted, some more than others. All right, let's find some water. It's your nickname. Yeah, you found me yesterday. Oh, was it only yesterday? Yeah. No, well, thank you, Savlenia. Did I say that right? Savlenia? Think of Luca. Who's Luca? Is that a famous person? Right. No, well, hey, great to have you on board. Absolutely. Thank you for finding us. It is amazing to have people from all over the world. You don't realise it until you start, you know, doing something, and you then realise you start having people from all around the world, and it's pretty mad. It's so cool. So. And again, when somebody from somewhere else in the world finds this channel and we chat, I very much try and look up where you are, what part of the world you're from. Have a look on a map. Forgive my car at the moment. It's running very rough today. The poor little Volkswagen from Germany is running super rough. Oh, well, we found some more water. I've definitely run along here before. How long? An hour 54. That's all right. Tell you what, team, that's been an awesome little two-hour stream. I'm going to just position us here so we can look out at the water. Just like this. I'm going to stop the engine now. Let's just chill here for about 5 minutes. We'll get the stream out to the 2-hour mark, and yeah, we'll I'll read a few read a few of these. Maxie's just saying how much he likes the pop-up streams. Max's dinner's not far, so he won't be too long. So that's actually a hard name for me to say. Prulican. And it's hard to know how to pronounce it correctly, although Maxie's really good at helping me pronounce words. Basketball player, Roger. Right, I'll look him up, Luca. I'm assuming he's Slovenian and plays for the NBA. I'm going to say that, unless he plays for Slovenia in the Olympic Games, which probably. But let's have a look now. Slovenia, where is that? Slovenia, near the Adriatic Sea. Oh, near Croatia and Austria, south of Austria. So not too far from Germany, where this car's made. So Slovenia is actually, I'm just going to turn these guys down in my ear because they're talking about dinner instead of... So anyway, Slovenia, yeah, that's interesting. Trieste, where's that? That's down near Italy. So I've been to Italy, I've been to Venice. So Venice isn't that far from Slovenia, so that's pretty cool. And Austria, I caught the train from Munich down through Austria to get to Milan, and then so that's a little bit further west. But then I went out to Venice, so I see obviously Venice being on the Adriatic there, and Slovenia is just there as well. That's very cool, very, very, very cool. And it's 8:40 in the morning, and it's well, Saturday morning there for you. So hopefully you're not doing too much today. Hopefully you're not working. But yeah, so everyone who's joined us on the stream, it was just a quick 360 convertible top down whilst there was no rain around. It rained earlier today, but I looked out the window and thought, okay, the clouds are clearing up a bit. The rain's moving north. So I thought, let's get out in the convertible and let's just get a bit more footage. Let's have a look around the water, and yeah. So we'll do a part 2 to this. So if you look off to the northeast, which is to my 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock from the way we're facing, it's out there's Bribie Island. So you got some places around Bribie. So I'm going to rip my maps back to where I am. So yeah, so Beachmere. So we'll so when we do part 2 of this, because you can't drive because you've got is it the Caboolture River? Yes, the Caboolture River is in the way, and there's no bridges or anything except for the highway. So we'll go next time when we do part 2. We'll go for a drive to Beachmere, and then from Beachmere we'll go around to Godwin Beach and Sandstone Point, and then we'll go across the Bribie Island. So I think we can take 2 hours to do that. The best time to do that would actually be on a weekday that I'm not working, which is no time soon. So because the weekends get all jammed up there. So I think the week, I think that a weekday would be better for that one. Where in Australia is this? Yes, Maxie's jumped in. We're in Brisbane, Queensland. So if you look on the map, we're on the water just north of Brisbane Airport in what's called Moreton Bay. And a little part of Moreton Bay is known as Deception Bay, and that's where I'm sitting. Right at the moment, we're looking out. So it's a bay within a bay. So Moreton Bay is in between here, and there's an island off the coast, almost directly ahead of us, Moreton Island. It's very hazy today, so you can't really see it, but on another day, it looks amazing. And then just to our north, we've got Bribie Island. So we're sitting in a bay called Deception Bay, which is a part of the bigger Moreton Bay. So yeah. And Sandgate, where we were before, is in Bramble Bay. So you've got the Redcliffe Peninsula, and either side of which is directly ahead of us. So if you look at the landmass with the pine trees, which is where we were about half an hour ago, we were over there looking back this way. Now we're here looking back that way. And so, yeah, here we've got Deception Bay, and on the other side of Redcliffe, we've got Bramble Bay. And all of that makes up Moreton Bay. There's some other bays as well. And then the top of Stradbroke Island. All the bayside suburbs of East Brisbane. So that's where we are. We are here. So I can't even pronounce where you're from. I don't even, are J's pronounced as H's? I know in Mexico they are. I went to La Jolla once and I thought it was La Jolla or San Jose. People call it San Jose. But I'll look it up on the map. We're going back to Slovenia. Here we go. Oh yeah. So are they silent J's? Is it Ljubljana? Ljubljana, something like that. Anyway, I'm terrible, but I'll practice. And Max is in my ear trying to say it. Yeah, I've been listening to you, Max. So Max can't tell I can hear him because he can't hear me for another 20 seconds. So anyway, we are about to sign off. Right, well, thanks for joining us. I'm going to sign off now and then make my way back home, limp this car back home, and then tomorrow hopefully I'll do some cleaning and see if it works better, and then we'll go for another cruise. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us today. I am going to roll some music. Oh, it's beautiful here. Don't mind living here. Oh, I did say it right. Well, thank you. I'm happy to be your navigator of the Southern Hemisphere. All right, take care. We'll catch you again soon. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you next time. Well, I'll be streaming on Monday. So in 2 days' time, I'm going to be streaming for work, a couple of hours north and then out west. So join us on Monday.